mean. Now, like I said, today is Tuesday. The market wasn't open yesterday. It was closed due to a holiday. But the market opens in about 30 minutes, right? But going back to what I originally said, um, with this portfolio exactly, we're not looking for anything terrific to happen, right? But if it does, that's a bonus, right? All we're doing is putting in $10 a week. We don't care what happens, right? But as we know, over time, the stock market does what? It goes up, right? What I can do now is show you my progress from when I originally created the portfolio, and I can give you a little insight, right? So this is what we are year to date, right? So mind you, I told you I had to start this portfolio again from scratch. I wanted to do it as a side activity, but let me show you what I mean about how this works. Now, as you can see, all time we had a percentage gain of 170%. Right now, this portfolio wasn't done by trading, right? It was just done by small deposits over time. Believe it or not, it actually took 5 years for the portfolio to more than double, right? And I didn't do anything spectacular. All I did was just buy quality companies and held them over a long period of time and did my best to add $10 a week no matter what. And that's how we got to this huge percentage gain, right? So when I say this is like watching paint dry, don't watch it. This is something you do in the background, right? $10 a week. That's it, right? Now, how should you think of this? It's multiple ways you can think of this, right? Sometimes genius looks like nothing, right? But the way you can think about this is, what if you don't have a 401k? What if you don't have a retirement plan? What if you work part time? This right here is an alternative, right? And I would say this is one of the greatest alternatives you can ever have, right? Why would I say such a thing? With M1, the actual platform, you're able to build your own bank, right? I sold the entire last time because I had to make some other moves, right? And we started from scratch. But if you look at the first video on the short, you can see it was like 60 bucks I put in here, right? And now this is where we at today, right? It's progress. And the good thing about this progress, I wasn't sitting there watching the screen the whole time. I was going about my day doing whatever I want. And I know I got something working for me, right? So this is what I want you to have. I'm hoping that eventually, if the views get large enough, I can start putting a link and you can use the link and we can both benefit if you open up an account. But I'm gonna tell you like this. You don't even have to open an account, right? That's how much selflessness I have, right? I don't care what you invest in, as long as you invest, right? Um, there's things like land, right? If you feel like land is a better investment on some cases and depending on the location, you know what? I can agree. And I wouldn't discourage you from doing anything because you're doing a positive action that's going to have a net positive result, right? So, what did we do today before the market opens? Today, like I said, the automatic $10 deposit came in. All we did was just pay on the loan. We paid $5 on the loan. We topped off the income section, and then we reinvested the difference into the growth portfolio. That's all we did, right? The moment I stop filming this video, I'm not going to even look at this portfolio. You get what I'm trying to say, right? Here's an alternative, and this is very specific for a very specific situation, right? Some people same save change inside of a change jar, right? Like sometimes they come home, they got change in their pocket, and they dump it all into a jar. If you put a little bit of initiative to take that change and take it to a coin machine and start your account, you'll be well on your way. Um, just a little bit. of something, just a message I want to leave you with, right? Just have tunnel vision too. Don't worry about what anybody else got, right? It's consistency. You just put your 10 in and you go about your day. So with that being said, I want you to have a great day. Salute.